Hi everyone, it's Tiffany. I am back in The Sims 4 with the Enchanted by Nature Rags to Riches challenge. That's right. We have a new Rags to Riches challenge. Very excited. I kind of based it a little bit off of the Life and Death one where we had two sisters, or we had twins, and they had a little brother. So it's basically like a family rags to riches, which I kind of started doing way back when Nifty Knitting came out, but I hadn't done it since. Now, I thought there were so many fun aspects to this pack. Well, actually, I don't know. I haven't really deep dived into it, but there were 3 new aspirations. So that's what made me think there was a lot to it. Now, you can kind of already, I think, see the personalities coming out here in the 3 sisters. We do have the 3 sisters here. They have, actually, I forgot to take away their money, but they have started from scratch. They fled home. They want to be one with nature, all of them. We have, well, we'll go through each sister, but probably should. Actually, is it? No, I did that wrong. Oh no, I'm forgetting the cheat now. Okay, I didn't have testing cheats on. Anyway, money, 0. Let's go through the girls here. Let's start with our girl, Saoirse here. Now, she is, where are we at here? Simology. She's a vegetarian. She's good. She loves the outdoors. She, where are we at? Where are we at? Okay, we want to go here. Sorry. She is a nature nomad. So she is wanting to embrace natural living. She enjoys fulfilling every need in the great outdoors. Her reward trait will be nature's best bud. Sims with this trait find their balance out in the natural world and have a little extra fun when they run into the garden pal of Innisgreen. So that's exciting. And then she has her twin sister, Aisling here. Um, she wants to be an elixir enthusiast. So she's our apothecary gal, right? So she wants to learn everything there is to know about the apothecary skill and craft powerful cures and elixirs from plant-based ingredients. She will get the well-balanced practitioner trait. These Sims have mastered the craft of healing and gain balance when mixing elixirs, curing ailments, or helping others in the naturopath career. I almost feel like she might carry the family in the money sense of things, but we shall see. Because we are going from 0, trying to get to 1,000,000. And that's her right here. You can kind of see their outfits align with what we've got going on. Now, her simology, she's mystical. She's a vegetarian, loves the outdoors, quick learner. And last but not least, we have Maeve. Maeve kind of has a secret, I guess we shall say. She's a fairy. It's not so secret. She's not going to try to keep it from her family, but she did want to join them because she wants to find people just like her because she doesn't know much about her past, but she does know a little bit. She loves being a fairy. She has no intentions of getting rid of that or anything, but she is a fairy. Her sisters don't know really right now. They had an ancestor, or she thinks that she had an ancestor that was a fairy that passed that down to her. She is still a teen, so we have that. She's their younger sister, but she'll grow up, don't you worry. She is mystical. She loves the outdoors. She has the fairy influence from choosing the fairy stories aspiration. So they seem to have a big impact. Relationship fluctuations are bigger when socializing with fairy sims and gnomes, for better or worse. Now, of course, she has the fairy stories aspiration. And she'll get the into the ever do trait. These sims dive headlong into the fairy journey and have a head start on climbing through the fairy ranks while having a bit of extra fun while doing it. I've tossed back and forth about whether or not she's going to stay with them throughout the whole challenge because she might, depending on what she finds out and who she meets, she might end up moving to a place with more fairies, because right now they're in Dewberry. Is it Dewberry? Well, we'll go through that. She's already become a fairy and she has to complete all of that stuff. Now you can see they're, like I said, they're kind of dressed for the part. We have our girl with my new favorite hair with the leaves in it. She's one with nature. We have her with all her apothecary stuff on her. And she's not in her fairy form. I debated making this her fairy form, but ultimately we went a different route. Um, but this is crazy. We got a lot of stuff to do. Right now they moved on to this lot. This lot is beautiful. I love the pond. It's wonderful. I actually don't know what the okay. I was gonna say, I don't know what the lot even is, really. So trying to think about how I'd want to build here because I don't want to say this was the only empty lot, but there were only two empty lots and I didn't really want to demolish anything. So, oh my gosh, I love this place. I haven't even looked at any of these surrounding buildings, but we are going to be doing something different than this. I kind of want to do more of an outdoor house. So basically, like if you see this, it'll kind of be like that. Maybe you probably saw it in the trailer for this expansion pack if you're up to date with that. All right. So anyway, let's hop in here and let's get started. Now, it is going to be kind of wild because we got to kind of figure out who we're going to work on first, what they're going to do. We know that so Saoirse probably won't make a ton of money right away. She is one with nature, so any foraging, any collecting, anything like that, she'll make money off of. Ashlyn, she is probably, we might want to focus on her more just because she is going to be getting us the most money, I think. And I don't think Maeve will really earn us that much money, you know? And Maeve, I don't know. Maeve doesn't really want to sleep on the ground, you know? She's more of a I don't want to say pristine fairy. She's more of a luxury fairy, if you will. So she's not a huge fan that she has to sleep on the ground or in the park or whatever with her family, but it's all worth it to find out about her past. All right. Now, I don't even know where to start at this point. So Saoirse here is kind of the leader of the group just because she did want to become a nature nomad. Now, she can start foraging here. She can sleep here already. Actually, they can't all do that, right? Oh, they can. They can all sleep on the ground, which is a new thing. I love that. It's amazing. I am going to have our girl forage. She's just going to start doing that. Now, she does need to catch a fish, harvest a plant on Saoirse's home lot, forage for food 5 times. And our girl here, forage for apothecary ingredients. She can't do that until level 2 of the apothecary skill. So I'm not exactly sure what we got to do to get there. Craft 2 items at an apothecary table. I guess we just need to work on getting enough money to get the apothecary table for them. Also, can we bathe in here? Oh, we can. So this Rags of Riches is going to be a breeze. Maybe. Possibly. Probably not. I'm not going to worry as much about Maeve right now. She's just a little sister. She is truly, like, truly just hanging here for now. Honestly, she still goes to school at this point, so all right, so Saoirse has acquired the natural living skill. This allows her to fulfill more needs outdoors. It can be challenging at first, but living out in nature becomes easy and comfortable with practice. Saoirse can sleep on the ground indoors and outdoors, but will gain energy slowly and lose hygiene until she grows more skillful. Saoirse can now also bathe in any outdoor water that's shallow enough to wade in, including ponds, rivers, and ocean shorelines. In addition, Saoirse can now take sponge baths in a public restroom and the fairy hub located in Everdew. Eating harvestable foods will help Saoirse gain a small amount of fun. Oh, that's fun. And continue to build skill by also reading the Natural Living Skill book and researching nature on the computer. The Natural Living Skill is so cool. Now, everybody can get that. You know, any sim, right? All right. She's looking gorgeous. I just love this hair so much. Do you guys just love it? I love it. Anyway, she is so cute. Now, she was foraging. I don't think did she find anything? I'm on the wrong character. She found a carrot. Now, it is spring, so this will be good to plant here. So let's just go ahead and plant it because we do need to harvest a plant on a home lot. I don't know that there's anything here. I mean, are these? No, there's not any harvestables here, I don't think. But I don't know. So we have that. She also needed to catch a fish, correct? Yes, catch a fish. Just kidding. We have to stock the pond with fish, so that doesn't really help us. I don't know that there's... Can we go to this water? I don't think we can. Maybe we can? Can we? Oh, we can. Okay, is there a little fishing thing? Because that would be nice. Not seeing one surprisingly, but we can bathe here and oh, just kidding. We cannot because the water's too deep. Well, we can bathe here. Or not. It's too shallow there. You can bathe there. Okay, no, we don't need to do that. But that's probably going to be the best. Wait, here's a fishing spot. Okay, let's have her go out here and go fishing. And then maybe we'll take a look at what you can do, my girl. Naturopath career. Oh, we have to join the career. Interesting. Okay, that's gonna be fun. Can we go ahead and water this? And I know Rags to Riches, traditionally you can't join a career, but I always, like, when I'm doing groups like this, it's totally fine. She can join a career. Let's see, foreign. Should we just go ahead and have her join the career? Maybe we should wait. Should we wait? Maybe we'll wait. Maybe that makes sense to wait for her to wait for us to like have a little bit of money before she joins a career. So that's going to, well, no, because Maeve, we're just letting Maeve sit there for a second, and Saoirse's just gonna really get everything done for us here. So she's gonna catch a fish. It's gonna happen at some point. And aha, we did it. Oh no. Oh no. Do not. You are not dying on the first day. Outfits. Change outfit. Is it like really cold? I'm just gonna put on her coat. Okay. Should I put the girls in other weather? Oh gosh, we're all standing in the pond. Change outfit. Let's all get in our winter weather gear, please. You too, Ashlyn. Outfits, change outfit to cold weather. Goodness, you guys are stressing me out. I also just really love her outfit. It's so cute. Oops, pressing all the wrong keys. Okay, back to Saoirse. Hi there, girl. You caught a fish, so harvest a plant on the home lot, which we're working for. Forage for food 5 times. Now, I did go foraging and I found that carrot, so that doesn't really make sense that I didn't technically find anything, right? Unless it's like it wants me to find a meal. Hold on. Oh, what? Jokesters? Who? Sure, you guys can be jokesters. So, forage for food from the forage for category of the pie menu. Forage for food unlocks. Oh, okay. It's specific. It's specific. Okay. Right. So, shall I continue to forage here? What is happening? Also, what is this? Summon a privy bush. Is that like the bathroom bush? I don't even know. I want her to really level up in her skills, but foraging doesn't really get us much. I mean, I guess we could sleep. She found a strawberry. What if I just like go ahead and have her sleep here? Just go to sleep. I don't know that like sleeping or bathing in the water would be smart right now because we'll probably freeze to death, but anyway, look at that skill going up. Beautiful. We love to see it. All right, it's 12 p.m. These girls are having a good time. What happened? I thought her face was doing something weird. I don't know. Her face does look weird. No, the shadows or something was really weird on that. That's strange. Okay, I'm going to have you sleep here because you do need to work on your thing. And then Maeve, I feel like she's like, I'm going to go sleep on this bench. Sleep on the bench. Is this a... I thought this was a bathroom for a second. I got so excited. Hello, friend. Colton and Todd Attenberry. Ooh, he's an apothecary guy. Wait. Ashley, I need you to go over here and introduce yourself, please. All right, so she learned more about the natural living skill. We already read about that. Okay. What's happening? Everybody's just merging here. Respectful introduction? I guess, can I reset these guys? Okay, let me try this again. Friendly introduction? Okay, that helped. All right, so she is getting to know Todd Attenberry, and he is... Oh, trade item, acquire a fable. What does that even mean? I don't know, but I will find out. What is it? What's it mean? Acquire a fable. Sims can acquire up to 3 fables from various fabulous around town. Okay, so these are like chores, I'm guessing. Okay. Complete the Be Kind Unwind fable from the vendor to unlock this one. Okay. Be Kind Unwind. A couple alone sits off the grass, deep in thought, not a care in the world. They won't need shelter or toilet or bath. They sleep on the ground all unfurled. This natural lifestyle is one they've earned, building strength to survive on the knoll. But hey, have you heard of the urban legend, the one where the worms take control? Craft or use an elixir, forage, and deliver item. Wait, craft? Oh, craft or use an elixir. Forage. I'm definitely reading this wrong. Craft or use an elixir, forage, and deliver item. Is it just me? I feel like there's something wrong here. Craft? No, it's a period, right? It says craft or use an elixir, then forage and deliver item. That doesn't make sense either. I'm gonna go ahead and collect this, I guess. Anyway, do we have any items to trade? We don't have any items to trade. I don't know what we would trade. Read aura. We can do that. Or not. Okay. Well, she kind of made a friend a little bit. Not really, but kind of. All right, you go back over here and sleep, and then I'm gonna check on Saoirse. Where is she? There she is. Hi, darling. I really just need you to get to level 2 so we can do other things, like forage for apothecary ingredients for our sister. That would be fun. So my computer just like blacked out. All right, he's leaving. We reached natural living level 2. Saoirse is learning more ways to live out in nature. She can now directly summon a privy bush outdoors for bladder relief. Exactly, okay. And gain hunger by gulping down any fish. Well, she's a vegetarian, so she has acquired. No cooking involved. She can also now intentionally forage for food. While these skills offer partial comfort and nourishment, with practice, Saoirse will find even greater fulfillment in natural living. So we can forage for food. This will also be kind of interesting because she can't eat just anything due to her vegetarianism. But we'll see what we can get. We do have a strawberry. We got a tomato. We got a tomato. Well, that's kind of lame because like I was getting food before. Whatever. Can we how's our bladder? It's okay. I don't really want to go take a bath right now. Forage for food. I just need to forage for food. Let me go back home, maybe, and forage for food. And then maybe we can get our sister to help us out. She doesn't need to go to the bathroom, but we need to get her skill up so that she can go to the bathroom. All right, Saoirse. And their last name's Fairy, by the way. Makes sense, right? All right, we've got a welcome wagon on our hands. However, I don't know. Oh, we've got this guy. He's a fairy. Maeve's gonna be so excited. Hey, howdy introduction. Okay. Oh, hey, Summer Eastman. We kind of look like you. We literally are like identical right now. What the heck? All right, Summer Eastman and Karen. Oh my gosh, Karen. That's hilarious. All right, we got to introduce ourselves to Karen. Hi, Karen. Friendly introduction. I wish we had a house to like invite them into because that's always been the issue is like we can't invite them in to anywhere. What's asking for fairy dust mean? I don't even know what that means. Oh gosh, I thought that was us. Oh, we unlocked the fairy dust notebook entry. I don't know what that means. A touch of fairy magic at your fingertips. This magical dust has unique powers and can be obtained directly from a fairy or through foraging. Fairies can brush it off themselves, adding to their inventory. They also drop fairy dust when cleaning themselves or woohooing, messing around with other Sims. Fairy dust has a variety of magical purposes. Fairies use it to activate their regenerate emotional force ability. It can also be used to enchant objects such as plants and items with the nature press. Additionally, fairy dust has the power to bring gnomes to life. These little helpers can aid in gardening, repairs, cleaning, blah, blah, blah. Okay, so there's a whole thing about fairy dust then. I am going to. Can I help out? I don't know what I'm gonna need to help out with, but I do know that I need to take a shower. Also, Summer's creeping me out because she looks just like me, so we're gonna need to get rid of that. We can acquire a fable. Oh, Maeve has earned fairy experience and has begun her journey down a path of wonder and magic. She can earn more fairy experience by performing fairy-related interactions, including shrinking and interacting with objects using fairy abilities. Okay, wait, where is Maeve? I still want her to hang out, yeah, with this guy. Um, Grant Sacred Blessing. I just really want to know. We can absorb as emotion, but like ask for fairy dust, ask for fairy seedling, maybe? That might be interesting. I'll go ahead and get this. A family who owned everything in the world had not finished grabbing their share, and these Sims you should know up in their chateau had money to spend without care. Now Jeffrey thought schools, but dear Nancy thought pools should become their next big endeavor. But they both had such pride and could not decide on just whose idea was more clever. Ask fairies for an item to deliver. Okay, done. Done. Nordhaven hobby meetups. Okay. Okay, he just gave her something. Gifted a fairy seedling. Great. Don't really know what that is, but like cool. Fairy detect emotions, I guess. Okay, that wasn't obvious at all. Oh, that's cool. So we like know. Oh, so we could like suck that emotion from them. That's actually really cool. Hey, buddy, who is this? Darius Cutler. Act tough. All right, I actually need to focus, yeah. So I was working on Sersha. I would like to adult now. I'm feeling like I'm old enough now that I should be allowed to go anywhere I want, do whatever I want. Can you treat me like an adult, please? Okay, I mean, whatever. Right. Back to Sersha. Let's see what she can sell. We don't, okay, we have fairy dust. We have, I don't know. Do we sell our food or do we keep it? Also, poor Ashlyn just went to sleep. We do have this fairy seedling, a very special seedling, which, if planted, can summon Mother Nature herself. So I think she's going to come back here, just like in secret, right? And plant it. Is that what we do? I don't even know, actually. With fairy seedling in the inventory, select planter box, garden pot, or grassy terrain to plant. Okay, so plant fairy seedling. Let's do that. I don't know if it'll actually, like, it might not be movable after that. That's interesting. All right, well, she is planting it. All right, great. It's Mother Nature. Well, that was quick. Hi. Hi there. Hi, Mother Nature. How about, tell an unbelievable story. Oh, so like, was that the purpose of the seed? Was like to be able to summon her? You know? Like, right? You know what I mean? Fairy. Ask to remove fairy essence. Social? Pretend to be interested. Discuss fairy traditions. Okay, this was everything she ever wanted. I didn't think she would be getting progress she wouldn't be here this quickly. Grant sacred blessing, I guess. I don't really know what to do there. Okay, hold up. We've got too many things happening. I think you can do the privy bush thing, can you not? Yes. There you go. So what happens? Oh, okay. She literally just summons it and then she goes. That's wild. Okay. I really need somebody to take a bath, but I'm also scared that they're gonna like not make it. But I think this is so genius. The fact that they can now bathe in water and they're wearing their little swimsuits so they don't get embarrassed and stuff like that. I just think it's so good. I will then, just kidding. I will then summon a privy bush. And I think she can bathe here too, if I'm not mistaken. We can take baths together. How are you doing here? We have things aren't going well between these two, I guess. Well, now they're going okay. They're all leaving. Oh, ooh. Ever grow a mystical magic bean portal tree? Most Sims don't realize they're pilfering my pantry when they enter. I appreciate the effort they go through, though, so I let them. I only forbade plant Sims from accessing it willy-nilly. Those forbidden fruit were gifts from Spruce. I'm not sure how they'd feel about me handing them out all the time. So wait, that's cool. Can I like grow one at some point? I don't know. But this is cool. I'm excited about meeting Mother Nature. Ask about day. Let's go back to... Okay, she's starting to get cold. So if I could just get into some warmer outfit, that would be great. And I also need to check on you. Okay. Yep. So I'm going to need you to stop and just... Okay. Oh, gosh. All right. You need to change as well. Yeah, that is all that I feared, right? Okay, are you changing? You changed. You changed. Everybody's changed. I am gonna actually introduce her to Mother Nature. I think that'll be beneficial because she is really big on the plants and herbs and stuff. I will talk to her about vegetarian benefits. I like how we're almost completed with this episode and we have zero. Zero money still. I know I could sell some things. I just haven't really figured out what to sell yet. Honestly, like everybody can literally forage and I just haven't been doing that. All right, let's summon the privy bush now and then we'll go foraging and then I'm going to make Maeve forage too. Like, come on, Maeve. You gotta forage, girl. All right, she's playing in the water. I feel like that's not a great idea, to be quite honest. Forage. And Saoirse needs to forage for food some more. I forget how many times she needed to forage for food. 3 more times. Okay, we found a mushroom. That's good. Forage for food. Forage for food. All right, Ashlyn, what's going on here? Forage here. Forage here. And then you need to get out of the water. It's 12 a.m. on a Monday, so our girl's gonna need to go to school tomorrow. And I'm just gonna have her nap. Hey, is this a bush that we can pee in? Okay. This is actually a really good place to do rice just we got our own pond. We got a pea bush right here across the way. Like, it's all working out. All right. So back to Row 3 fairy dance parties. Luck! Looks like Maeve has felt the effects of luck for the first time. Good luck and bad luck have a chance to impact the results of a Sim's actions, for better or worse. If desired, there are ways to temporarily change a Sim's luck. Otherwise, luck changes every day. Okay. All right, interesting. Maeve isn't sure. Da, da, da. Acorn notebook entry. All right, we found an acorn. That's new, right? We haven't had acorns in here before. They're rare. Oh, we're totally keeping those. Fallen from a mighty oak. Acorns can be found while foraging for apothecary ingredients, which unlocks level 2 of the apothecary skill. Use them at the apothecary table. Okay, wow, we're all dirty. But listen, it is too cold to get a bath. I'm just gonna sell, actually, fall and spring. I should probably keep that. Summer, spring, the strawberry I will keep. I'm gonna keep those and get rid of these. That's 21 simoleons for us. So oops. Let me plant this guy. No. Ah, don't eat the strawberry. Plant the strawberry, please. All right. So now we'll have 2 plants at least giving us something. Can I... I can stock the pond with minnows, but like that's not what I want to do. All right, I'm gonna go and sleep here, and she's gonna sleep here too. It's been a rough day, honestly. We've only made 26. I'm over here thinking like, oh my gosh, we're gonna be so successful. Not really, actually. Been a little. Oh. Her outdoor snooze was cut short by bad weather. Sims with higher natural living skill gain the resilience to sleep through rain, snow, and extreme temperatures. In the meantime, Saoirse will need to rest under shelter somewhere with milder weather. Wait, so like, could we not sleep on a bench? Well, I think Maeve is still sleeping over there, so it's just like a matter of the bench. These 2 don't need to go anywhere tomorrow. They don't need to go to school or work, so we'll just have them forage, I guess. I also don't know what to do with the fairy dust. I could sell it for 50. Use this to perform wondrous acts such as enchanting plants and bringing gnomes to life. Like, do I need it? Can I sell it? Because it would be really nice if I could just sell it. I know you want to go bathe outside. We're working on it. We got an onion. We got to afford an apothecary table. Like, what? All right, level 3, the wild calls. Saoirse can now intentionally forage for plants Eating harvestable foods will also better satisfy her hunger. Sleeping on the ground, outdoors, and indoors is a little more restful and won't reduce her hygiene as quickly. As she gains skill, sleeping will become even better. All right, cool. That's great news. All right, let's go forage here. I really kind of want to sell this dust that we have because I don't really know that we'll need it anytime soon. We got a snapdragon. Can we? Yes, it is a spring item. So let me go ahead. Just kidding. It's too cold to plant. All right, let's sell these two items for 9 simoleons. Oh, we've got a dahlia, but it's fall, so we're just gonna go ahead. I'm just selling it. I'm selling it. That's 70 simoleons. We're at 100. Now, we probably could buy something. I do need to forage for food, and you need to forage for food as well. I was really thinking we'd be out here getting, like, plates of food. You know what I mean? Like, baked potatoes or something. Forage for plants. So wait, what's forage for plants then? If forage for food is like the fruits and veggies. Also, my computer keeps like shutting off. So I'm sorry if my not shutting off, my whole monitor keeps shutting off. So if the video is messed up for some reason, my bad. It'll be fixed later. All right. So foraging really isn't getting us anywhere. Foraging isn't always successful. Foraging is definitely not for the weak. So this one's fall. I'm gonna just sell that. Just slowly, we're just gathering food. Okay, well, she's level 3 of the nature thing. Can we plant this now? It's still too cold to plant. Can we harvest all? Ooh, yes. Yes, we got 5 carrots. Heck yeah, 15 simoleons. Look at us go. All right, I need to forage here. I just want to forage here regularly and just see what happens. Maybe we'll get a better outcome there. Oh, we got a dirt frog. That's 30. That's nice. All right, forage here and forage here. I don't know that, like, foraging in different places would give us more. That's a question I would have. Forage here. And you can forage here. I know it's really cold outside. It's freezing, actually. So we cannot plant. We cannot bathe. It's been a rough time. Oh my gosh. We got a tulip and say, oh, emotionally starving. Great. What does that even mean? Maeve is emotionally starving. Any fairy that completely runs out of emotional force will die. Maeve can regain emotional force by absorbing the emotions of other Sims, drinking emotion potions, or using the regenerate emotional force self-interaction on a fairy home. Wait, using the regenerate emotional force self-interaction or a fairy. Can we do that like right now? I don't think we can. Yeah, we need fairy dust to do that. Okay. Let's detect emotions, and I think we're gonna need to detect or get the emotion from this person. Fairy, absorb emotion, please. Perfect. Also, I'm gonna give these acorns. What happened to you? What the? What the heck is wrong with you? What the heck is wrong with you? What is happening? Okay. Purchase a fairy home. Fairy homes allow fairies to regenerate emotional force or care for basic needs like hygiene or energy. Fairy dust will be available to gather occasionally, which can be used for various magical uses like enchanting plants. Fairies can throw a dance party for those looking for something a little more fun. Non-fairies can join in and dance along. Ashling just uncovered the gloomiest object ever seen while foraging. A lone freezer bunny plush. Dirty, ragged, alone. She hasn't seen a plush like this in years. The freezer bunny is a microcosm for the greater world around us, holding it up. Ashling feels sad at first, but even that emotion slips away. Feeling a little bit of anything, Ashling reburies the freezer bunny and moves on. She has contracted the emotional void ailment. Okay. Ailments. There's so much to read. She contracted an ailment. Ailments have various effects and can be a source of suffering or surprising strength. These can come from being very imbalanced, but ailments can also be contracted through contagious spread, like interacting with other Sims who have ailments. Oh gosh. Using a toilet away from her home lot, or sometimes just waking up a little bit under the weather. Oh. Ailments will pass naturally after some time, but she may wish to cure it sooner. Ailment cures are, that's all elixir stuff. So, okay. Right. Right. Maeve needs to be careful. If she continues to absorb emotions that are too powerful, she will become overloaded. Okay. Well, that's cool. I don't know what to do with that information. You, tulips, spring, that'll get us some money. Let's go ahead and plant that. And parsley is also spring, but it's worth 2 simoleons, so I'm not huge on that. All right, so we probably shouldn't be interacting with our sister then. I feel like sage might be something we need for herbalism, but I don't know. All right, I'm gonna sell this, and that's all for now. There is random food on the ground. Oh, that's our fruit cake. Shut up. We have fruit cake. Take a piece. Any piece. Also, Maeve, how's it going? She's good. Send her alone. Hopefully I hope she, like, I don't know, they do the emotional force at school or something, because, like, I don't know what's going on there. Karen! I've been thinking about getting to know Hector. Yeah. Sure. I don't really know, but okay. Okay. Right. We have had a busy day. We have made $167 simoleons, sorry. I don't know if why. Apothecary. I'm just gonna do apoth. Oh, we can afford it. Oh, okay. All right. All right. All right. All right. All right. I don't know what we can do with it per se, but we're gonna get it. I don't know what color scheme we want to go with. This is so pretty though. Should we go for that purpley light brown? Let's do that for now. All right. And then we're going to, this is not the right sim. We need you. So what is your main thing? Forage for apothecary ingredients. You can't do that yet. You have to be level 2 of the apothecary skill. So let's study apothecary cures because you are currently obviously ill. And then you can just keep foraging because that's what you really like. Makes sense, right? I need to harvest a plant on her home lot. I guess if I would have harvested that carrot, that would have done it, but it's okay. Let's go and forage here. So Ashling is officially an aspiring apothecary. Whether she is planning to help herself or others, an array of recipes are waiting to be unlocked, from cures for ailments to elixirs and luck charms. Continue building the skill by crafting at the apothecary table, reading skill books, or researching on the computer. So she got the moss notebook entry. Oh, because we found a lump of moss. That's fun, right? Fun. So fun. All right, let's go back to her inventory. Now we do have the rose. Oh, the rose would be good. I'm just honestly planting these so we can get some money and stuff. Lump of moss. We have the acorns and lump of moss. I do want to keep those. Get rid of these though for 9. We have 76 simoleons though, so that's not too bad. I feel like since we got the apothecary table, we can get a job now. Sosha accidentally disturbed a bug while foraging in the dirt that sprayed her with a foul-smelling liquid. What an unlucky turn of events. She smells bad and could really use a shower. Well, we know that. We know that. I'm gonna summon the bush so we can do that. And I think what time? What is it? Is it time? Like, can we plant? I guess we already planted those things. Craft? Can we craft anything? Ooh, right. What is how do we have these? Okay, we need okay. Can we like go to the store? We can't afford anything. Who am I kidding? Who am I kidding? Right. We don't have much going for us right now. We need to possibly get that job that I was talking about. But anyway, I am going to wrap up this episode here. I really did think we would, we would be So much more farther ahead, but oh well, it's fine. We're just starting and it's going to be a great time. But I want to thank you guys so much for being here. Be sure to subscribe and I will see you next time.